Let's follow the path of Dusty's trail, oh, Dusty's trail, Dusty's trail. A stage and a wagon a heading west, part of a wagon train lost from the rest. Dusty's the reason for their plight. Thanks to Dusty, nothing's right. Only the wagon master's hand keeps them a-rolling to the promised land. Oh, the going gets mighty rough, but they don't seem to mind. It's California, that's the place they must find. Deserts and rocks are in their way, but they won't stop, come what may. Mountains and hills that they must scale, but they know they'll make it 'cause they just can't fail on Dusty's trail.
I don't know. It's supposed to be buffalo country. I haven't seen one.
I saw one.
Why didn't you shoot him?
I didn't want to make him mad. Did you ever see the horns on one of those fellas?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess we ought to get on back. Rest of them ought to be awake by now, huh?
I kind of hate to leave this place. It's so peaceful.
Yeah, sure is.
I think we got company.
Well, you crazy? Nobody around here for miles and miles. Oh, hi, neighbor.
Nice day, isn't it?
Start trailing.
Hey, I'd be careful where you're pointing those guns, fellas. Mr. Callahan's kind of touchy.
I don't like nobody pointing guns at me till I've been proper introduced. Well, now, here, I'm certainly glad to make your acquaintance, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, well.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Oh, hey, listen, are you guys after money? I mean, I got some in the bank in Kansas City. I'd be happy to go get it for you.
I'll help him carry it.
Mister, one more step and your wife will be a widow.
Oh, I'm not married. I wasn't really stepping anyway.
Then your wife will be a widow.
I'm not even engaged, but I'm not stepping either, see?
Yes, sir. You're just the guys we're looking for.
Well, if you're not after money, what do you want?
You might do something to cheer up our sisters.
Poor Elvira and Cleo, practically to the altar, when Clarence and Harvey up and cashed in their chips.
Oh, that's too bad. What did they die of?
You might say it's a bad case of lead poisoning.
Accident?
Nope. It's more like on purpose.
Oh, well, I can see how your sisters would need some cheering up. Sure enough, losing their grooms like that, huh?
Yeah, we'll be happy to cheer him up. Mr. Callahan can tell him jokes.
Oh, he does great turkey gobbler. He does it so good we almost lost him one Thanksgiving. He does. Yeah.
That's not exactly what we had in mind. We were thinking about words, you might say.
Words would make them gals happy again.
What words?
Just two short ones. I do.
You don't.
We do.
Oh, listen, we don't even know your sisters. They gotta be kidding. They're not kidding.
Is anything wrong? Callahan and Dusty aren't here.
Oh, well, last night they said they were going hunting this morning.
And the horses are all here. They must have gone on foot.
Well, now, in that case, we ought to be able to track them. Yeah. Here's some footprints leading away from the wagon. Hey, what do you say we follow them, Mr. Brookhaven?
I'm a banker, not a bloodhound.
Carlton.
Oh, very well.
We'll just wait right here while Buck gets the girls. You're about to meet up with two pretty fillies.
Pretty what?
Careful, mister. You're talking about my sisters.
I was only joking. I mean, you asked us to be cheerful.
Yeah, that's what we are. Cheerful.
Then how about a smile?
Yeah, we're smiling, but from the inside.
Yeah, well, just from the outside, we're miserable.
I'll give you something to be happy about. In about 2 minutes, you're going to be popping the question, and Elvira and Cleo will be saying yes.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't say yes. Maybe they won't even like us.
Oh, they'll like you all right.
Well, what if we don't like them?
You'll like them.
We'll like them. We'll like them.
I think I kind of envy those guys out there under the dirt.
I think they took the easy way out.
Elvira, meet up with,
Yeah, Callahan. That's my name is this is Dusty.
Howdy. Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Come on, Clint. Forrest Company 6 is a crowd.
The boys here have something to ask you. We'll be right outside.
I kind of like the big one.
Oh, all right, then I'll take the shrimp.
Come on, boys, let's sit down.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, yes, yes.
Buck says you have something you want to ask us.
Ask him? No, I can't think of anything that we... can you think of anything that we were going to ask?
I can't think of anything I'd ask him.
I'm sure Clint said you had a question you all wanted to ask us.
Oh, that question, yes, yeah. Well, the boys told us that we had to ask you... I mean, they told us that we wanted to ask you if we couldn't all have a drink.
That's the question,
That's
right?
it.
Say, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, help us all get better acquainted. We'll be right back.
Let's get out of here while we're still alive and single. Come on.
We're alive, free, and single.
Hey, stop talking. Let's start running, huh?
Going somewhere?
Well, we was just going out for a little air. You see, it was warm in there.
Warm, was it? I can put a few holes in you to cool you off.
You don't have to tie us up. We're not going anywhere.
Get your boots or not.
You fellas might as well know the truth. Buck and me, we're desperate.
We want to get to California, make us a fortune.
But we promised Plop on his deathbed that we wouldn't leave the gals less than they was hitched and had somebody to take care of them.
Yeah, well, why us? Why not somebody else?
Because you're here and somebody else ain't.
He's got a point there.
Hey, whose side are you on?
We had 2 other guys all set, but they tried to run out of us.
So you see, you ain't got much choice. It's either marrying or joining Clarence and Harvey out there.
Oh, yeah, well, the more I think about it, the more attractive those ladies get, huh?
Good thinking, mister.
Yeah.
Why did you say that? I'm not marrying either one of those girls, and my life depends on it.
Neither am I. We're just trying to give ourselves a breathing spell till we can break out of here.
Oh, you had me worried for a minute.
Hey, listen, see if you can reach the notch down on my wrist, will you?
Oh, okay. I think I've got it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm working on it. Yeah. There. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Nope.
No, what happened?
I've been tugging on my thumb.
Okay, good. Listen, there's just one little latch on the door. Maybe if we can kind of jump over there, you know?
Oh, okay.
All right, let's give it a try. Here you go. Oh, now, wait, whoop. We're not getting nowhere this. Have you ever been a papoose?
Papoose?
Yeah, you know how they carry them Indian kids on the back? Hang tight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, get to the door.
Over this way. Come on. I got it. There it is.
Oh, listen, we're free. I don't know how I'm going to thank you, Mr. Callahan, for saving my life.
Will you stop blubbering? Let's just get out of here.
Attaboy, Mr. Callahan. Keep going. What's the matter?
That's the matter.
Do you see what I see? I do, but I don't believe it.
Getting some more fresh air?
No, we were trying to escape.
Dusty.
Don't know why you fellas are carrying on so. We ain't asking you to love them gals. All you gotta do is marry them.
Yeah, but we'd make lousy husbands.
Yeah, we like to be bachelors.
Yeah.
Every man likes being a bastard, but we all gotta go sometime.
This time everything's gonna be done proper like. First the courting, then hugging, then proposing.
First the courting, then the hugging, then the proposing, in that order.
In any order. You name it.
Maybe we ought to jump them. Are you joking? Either one of those monstrous brutes could tear us in half.
Well, we can't stand by and do nothing.
I have no intention to. I was about to propose a very definite plan of action.
What?
Let's go back to the wagon and tell the ladies we're in trouble.
don't want you ladies to think we're too forward, but when you see beauty that's so overpowering it just makes your heart hammer, well, there's just nothing you can do but come out and say so.
Now, that's a mighty fine speech.
I agree.
You do?
Yep, that was a mighty fine speech. You know, I was about to say the same thing myself. You two girls are something else.
A few minutes ago, you acted like you could hardly wait to get out of here.
Yeah, well, we were just overcome by emotion, you know. We just couldn't go on and speak out.
Yeah, we never met two girls like you before.
Dusty, don't pay these girls compliments like that. They just must be hearing them all the time.
Papa used to say our eyes was prettier than a heifer's.
But don't you think I'm a little too...
What, plump? Why, fiddlesticks. I mean, a girl with a figure like yours, what, the extra 30, 40 pounds don't hardly show.
You boys certainly know how to sweet-talk a girl.
No, that ain't sweet talk. I mean, not when you got a proper inspiration.
Yeah, and we got plenty of inspiration.
Listen, would you pardon us just a minute? Dusty, come in. Well, that's the moment of truth. Which one you want?
Oh, it's like having a choice between being trampled by an elephant or eaten by a buzzard.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the elephant.
I'll take the buzzard.
Well, now, Elvira, I haven't known you for very long, but there's something that I've got to ask you.
Big boy, if you're proposing, the answer is yeah!
Yeah, well.
Leo, there comes a time in every man's life when he wishes he was dead. I mean, he wishes he was dead right when he chooses his girl. I guess I'm...
Sweetheart, I accept.
I've got it. I've got just the thing.
Andy, what is it?
Well, I remember reading in a new scientific journal about a chemical discovery. I think I've succeeded in duplicating the formula.
Andy, this is no time to be playing mad scientist. Callahan and Dusty are in trouble.
If this chemical does just half of what it's supposed to do, Callahan and Dusty will soon be free as birds. Bachelor birds.
Welcome to the family, brothers-in-laws.
Well, not just yet. I mean, you see, we believe in long engagements.
Well, that's all right with us, right, Clint?
Sure, till tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep. The Marian preacher's coming by to hitch the gals up with Clarence and Harvey. There'll be a change in names, that's all.
Sure nice to know the preacher won't be coming for nothing.
Those two men are still on guard.
Are you sure this'll work?
It's called chloroform. And according to that article I read, a couple of whiffs of this and those two bruisers will be hearing Rockabye Baby.
Ugh.
Jumping horn-toad up there.
I must have died and gone to heaven. Howdy.
Hi. We saw the house and we thought we'd say howdy. We hope you don't mind.
Shucks, we don't mind, do we, Clint?
Heck no. Best thing that's happened around here since the sheriff fell off his horse and broke his leg.
Well, we was thinking of opening up a dance school nearby, and,
A dancing school?
yeah. And I'll bet you I could teach you to do the waltz in just one little old lesson. Yeah, come here. Now, why don't you take those big arms and put them around my little waist and watch my feet? Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You sure have a wonderful physique.
Pretty good muscles, too. Hey, you smell good.
Oh, it's not me, it's my flowers. See?
Well, this waltzing sure is fun.
Betsy, Lulu! Hey, you're just in time.
Yeah, the preacher's coming tomorrow to marry us.
Not if we can help it.
Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, oh, boy, I tell you. Hey, how'd you get past the guards?
Don't worry about them. They're in slumberland.
Yeah, now listen, we'll go first to make sure the coast is clear. And when you hear an owl hoot, you come a-running.
Come on, right. Ow. Here we got you. Got that.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh, I'll never forget Lulu and Betsy for this. They saved us from a fate worse than... Hey, that sound like an owl to you? What are you stopping for?
I just thought of a way to show our appreciation to Betsy and Lulu.
Huh?
I'll give these to Betsy.
Hey, that's a good idea. I'll give these to Lulu.
Oh, I bet they really like these, huh?
Hey, they smell good, don't they? Huh?
Yeah. We better get going before it's too...
Hey, Dusty, there's no time to take it. Nah.
And then Dusty and Callahan smelled the flowers and passed out.
Now, you mustn't blame yourselves, my dears. Perhaps you can try again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be too late. The preacher comes tomorrow to tie the knots.
That soon?
Yeah, just 24 little hours.
Suppose the preacher were to arrive before tomorrow, like today, for example, huh? Brother, don't let me stop your work. He who cuts his own wood is twice blessed.
Amen.
Amen. We weren't expecting Preacher Waldo till tomorrow.
I'm afraid the good brother was gone to his just desert.
Gone?
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Amen.
Amen. Reverend Brookhaven's my name, brother. And this here is my helpmate in joy and sorrow, Mrs. Reverend Brookhaven.
Pleased to meet you. You regular Reverend.
Ordained by this book for preaching, funeralizing, and baptizing.
How about weddings?
And when the Reverend joins them, you can't separate them with a crowbar.
Reverend, I think you and us can do some business.
I just know I'm going to cry. I always cry at weddings.
I know a couple men are going to cry at this wedding.
Which reminds me, I'd better go get the grooms.
Sure lucky thing for us Reverend came. Well, here come the brides.
It's a fiend. This is cruel and inhuman punishment.
Thank you, Pat. It was beautiful.
I've been practicing it for a long time.
Smile, dang you.
Brother-in-laws, I want you to meet the man that's going to do the honor, Reverend Brookhaven.
Wait a minute. He's not a...
Don't be nervous, friend. Just leave it to the Reverend.
As good book says, e pluribus unum and caveat emptor.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, everybody, not hitching time.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to usher 4 people into the holy bonds of matrimony.
Get on with it, Reverend. These gals ain't getting any younger.
According to the assets and liabilities, and with the power vested in me by the chairman of the board, Callahan, Dusty, Cleo, Elvira, in sickness and in health, and Richard, I now pronounce you man and wife. I now pronounce you man and wife.
Glory be!
So far, so good. I just hope Mr. Brookhaven doesn't turn out to be a real reverend.
Wait a minute. We know we're not married, but they don't. They're not going to let us get away.
Don't worry about that. Now, listen.
Hey! Well,
want to kiss your bride?
Sure, I can't wait.
Why, I certainly... Hey,
Hold it!
hey.
You are kissing the wrong girl. I married him to her and her to him.
Well, unmarry him and start over again.
I can't. I'm authorized to marry people, not to unmarry them.
Well, do you mean to tell me that he is married to my daughter, Elvira?
I'm afraid so.
Why, you're just a no-good skunk. You planned this on purpose so that you could steal my beautiful bride.
You mangy polecat, you fix it up so you could steal my beautiful Cleo.
You are just a no-good varmint. That's what you are.
Well, you're nothing but a no-good double low-down
Why, nobody
varmint.
can talk to me like that.
This calls for a duel.
I just happen to have some pistols in my wagon.
Now, just a minute. Can't we talk this over?
No chance. He's demanded satisfaction.
Shall we say 20 paces and fire at will?
Make that 10 paces. I want to shoot that wife-stealing varmint right between the eyes.
Make that 5 paces. My honor's at stake.
5 paces it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They got me. I'm a goner. Goodbye, cruel world.
He got me. Right in the gizzard.
Gizzard?
Yeah, gizzard.
Jacob, they're just wounded.
And we can nurse them back to health.
Too late. They're cold as mackerel. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Amen.
We sure weren't married long, Cleo.
Well, leastways, now we can tell folks we're widows.
Come on, Buck. Let's get the shovels.
No. It's all my fault. We'll take them to the nearest town, see they get a fitting burial. Don't mourn, brothers and sisters. Wherever they are, they're thinking of you.
I don't.
That Dusty.
Huh?
You shut up.
Huh? What?
You get a little sleep, please.
What?
Oh, you keep hollering, I don't, you know.
Oh, I was having the most terrible dream. I dreamt I was being married to Cleo, and she kept saying, I do, and I kept saying, I don't. Nice bear. Good bear. Go away, bear. Go away. Oh, no, the tree's on the bear's side. Help! Somebody help! Oh, go away, bear. Go away, bear. No! Go away, bear. Go away. Help! Somebody help! Go away. Help! Somebody help! Something wrong with your paw, fella? Here, let me see. Look, I won't hurt you. I just want to take a look at it. Huh? Just take a look. Oh, you got a thorn in your paw. Here, let me have it, and I'll see if I can get it out. It might be a little painful. You want to bite on a bullet, huh? I know. I'll just tell you a little story, and you won't think about it. See, it was this little girl with golden hair, and she played around with brothers like you, see. It's out. You're welcome.
Andy, when on earth do we get our breakfast? The room service here is simply atrocious.
I'm sorry, Mr. Brookhaven, but I can't cook breakfast until Dusty gets back with the firewood. He should have been back by now.
Oh, there he is now. Is that a bear following him?
Sure is.
Good grief.
Dusty, duck!
It's not a duck, it's a bear.
Run before he attacks you. Everybody head for cover.
Dusty, look out! Carter, why do you always hide behind me when there's danger?
Because it's safer, my dear.
Yes, of course.
Dusty, get out of my line of fire!
Don't shoot him, he's a friend of mine.
Yeah, but Dusty, there's no such thing as a friendly bear.
He wouldn't hurt a flea. Isn't that right, Hercules?
Dusty, what's the matter with you? Will you get away from the bear before he tears you apart?
He wouldn't do that after what I did for him.
What do you mean?
He had a thorn in his paw, and I pulled it out, and he likes me so much now he won't let me out of his sight.
I'll believe it. It's just like Androcles and the lion.
What's his name, and a lion got to do with it?
Well, you see, Androcles was a Roman slave, and he was supposed to fight a lion in the arena. But the lion spared the boy's life because many years before, the boy had removed a thorn from the lion's foot.
But the bear is man's natural enemy. He's liable to attack any one of us at any time.
No, I mean, look at that cute white stripe on his nose there. I'm going to keep him.
You are not going to keep that man-killer here. I insist you get rid of him. You see, he's vicious.
No, he isn't. Just like the way you yelled at me.
What?
Dusty's right. He thought you were going to harm Dusty, so he protected him just like he would one of his own cubs.
But Dusty is not one of his own cubs.
Easy, big boy, easy. Mr. Brookhaven didn't mean it, did you, Mr. Brookhaven? Did you, Mr. Brookhaven?
No, of course not. No, I didn't mean it, not at all.
Dusty, Mr. Callahan won't like you having a bear around camp.
Mr. Callahan, we'll be back from scouting Owasso Pass for 2 more days, and by that time you'll be in love with Hercules. You'll see.
But we're afraid to leave the wagon with him around.
You don't have to be afraid. He won't harm you.
That's what they tried to tell Little Red Riding Hood.
No, he's very tame. I even taught him to shake hands. Show the girls.
Dusty, keep away from us.
Well, I'll have to teach him some manners.
Dusty! We absolutely protest having this blasted bear join this party. This is a wagon train, not Noah's Ark.
Don't worry, Mr. Brookhaven. When we hit the trail again, Mr. Callahan gets back, I'm sure we'll leave the grizzly behind.
Oh, I certainly hope so. I mean, he really does have atrocious breath.
Where is the bear?
Well, he's out in the woods someplace.
Come along, dear. It's our siesta time anyway. Good heavens. Same thing happened to Goldilocks. Dusty, as the owner of this wagon train, I absolutely insist that you get rid of that lumbering quadruped.
I don't think he liked what you called him. He doesn't mean to frighten you. He's just not wagon train broke yet.
Wagon train broke? He is a menace. Now, look here. U-K-E-E-P, that's B-E-A-R, out of our way, or you'll be without a J-O-B.
Be careful, I think he can spell.
Oh, I'm so S-O-R-R-Y.
Where's Dusty?
Oh, he took Hercules fishing for tonight's supper.
That awful bear pulled our wash off the line and tore it into ribbons. Look at this.
Look what he did to my... It's useless.
Mr. Callahan were here, Dusty would have gotten rid of that bear a long time ago.
Now look what he's doing.
That son of a gun! Get out of the food, Hercules!
Andy, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Hi. Hey, did Hercules come back here?
He came back.
Oh, come on, Betsy.
No, I had to send him home because he was naughty. Look, he ate all the fish I caught.
Dusty, I think it would be better for everybody if you got rid of that bear.
Just because he ate some fish?
No, because he stole our food supply and because he belted me.
That couldn't have been Hercules. That had to be another bear.
I was Hercules. It wasn't another bear.
Oh, what if Hercules apologizes to you? What if I put him on a leash? I know, I'll put a muzzle on him. How about if I take him to the woods and... Well, this is the place we met, and this is the place we say goodbye. I hate to do it to you, old fella, but nobody around here likes you except me, huh? Oh, look, don't look at me that way. I hate to see a grown bear cry. So long, little pal.
Poor Dusty. He's been sitting back there like that all night.
Huh. I didn't think he'd miss the beast. Only one bear misses another bear that much. Oh, well, he'll get used to it.
I hope so.
We've got company.
Wonder who those men are.
I wonder if they're single.
Dear, someone's coming to call, and I'm not even dressed.
How dare they drop in before breakfast?
Oh!
Howdy, what can we do for you?
Name's Blake.
Mine's Kim.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. My name's Andy. This is Dusty.
Howdy.
Howdy.
How are you? See any bears around here?
Bears? Well, I thought they kept to the high country.
Well, lately a lot of them have been raiding the ranches in these parts, killing livestock and attacking folks.
Is that a fact?
We're shooting those critters on sight.
Shooting them on sight?
Yeah, they're killers.
You folks better be on the lookout. Those bears would just as soon attack you as look at you.
Just a minute, Dusty.
No, I'm in a hurry. I gotta find Hercules.
No, hold it. Now, you know, I could have made a mistake about Hercules hitting me. It could have been another bear. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't believe he had a white mark on his nose.
Well, it's nice of you to admit it, Andy, but I'll apologize to Hercules for you.
If you don't mind, I'd like to come with you and apologize myself.
You want to help me find him?
Sure.
Well, thanks.
See any bear tracks?
Hercules got to be around here someplace. Hercules! Yoo-hoo, Hercules!
We better split up. Why don't you cover this area and I'll look over here?
Okay, if you see him, give me a yell.
Yeah, right. Where could that bear be? There he is. That's him, all right. He's got that white mark on his nose. I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Dusty! I found him!
What is it, Andy?
I found Hercules. Come on. He's over here. Right down here. Hercules, we've come to take you back.
What are you doing down there?
I ran into the wrong grizzly again.
Are you sure it wasn't Hercules?
You know, I could have sworn it was. But the bear that decked me was a complete stranger. Terrific left.
We gotta keep looking.
I don't see any sign of Andy or Dusty.
Why didn't they take their horses? It's gonna take them forever to walk back.
Bears frighten horses.
Me too. And up to now, I never thought I'd have anything in common with a horse.
Aren't Andy and Dusty here yet?
No, sir, they're not.
I wish they'd hurry. By the time we get to California, there won't be enough gold left to fill my teeth.
Look!
Good heavens! That's one of those killer bears.
If it were, it would have attacked us. That's Hercules. He's faster than Andy and Dusty. Is something the matter?
It's another one of those bears. I can't make out whether it's friend or foe.
Hercules. Now you get out of there right now.
It may look like Hercules and it may sound like Hercules, but it certainly is not. What's his name?
Back to the coach, my dear.
Go to women first.
Yes, but age before beauty.
He's coming after us.
There's no place to hide.
It's Hercules. Lick him, Hercules. Get him.
Thank you, Hercules. Thank you.
Oh, I'll shake hands with you any day, honey.
Sorry we couldn't find Hercules. I guess he must have headed back up the high country.
Do you see what I see?
Open your mouth wide, Dad. Dad, you got it.
Oh, Hercules, it's so good to see you again.
What's going on?
We are giving a testimonial dinner for this magnificent animal.
Hercules saved our lives.
We were attacked by this ferocious bear, and all of a sudden, they...
Oh, dear.
Those two ranchers.
Oh, no. If they see Hercules, they'll sight him and shoot.
Quick, let's get him into the wagon.
Come on, Hercules, hurry. Come on, come on. Come on.
You stop it. Everyone, keep calm. Keep calm. Just try to get rid of them.
Yes.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Come on. In there. In. Come on. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Hercules, come on.
Dusty, we gotta get him in the wagon.
You get him in the wagon.
Come on.
Remember, everybody, keep calm.
Daphne, I don't know if I can stand the suspense.
We've got to do something to make them think we're not concerned.
Yeah.
I know what we can do.
Come here. Hey,
What are you folks celebrating?
Our wedding
I'm
anniversary.
coming up, Poppy.
You sure got a lot to celebrate. What would you care for some bubbly?
No, thanks. Do you know there are bear tracks around your camp? We figured one of those critters might be in here.
Why on earth would we ever invite a bear to a party? This is strictly an egg group.
Didn't exactly mean you'd invite him, ma'am.
Who are the other two fellas?
Oh, they got bored and left.
It's a good thing Betsy brought this large dress for her aunt in California.
I hope he doesn't mind wearing a dress.
We gotta do something about his feet. It's a dead giveaway.
Maybe you can wear your mining boots.
Why can't he wear your cowboy boots?
He's not a cowboy.
Better help me get him off.
Okay. You sure it comes off?
Of course it comes off. It didn't grow on my foot.
Yeah? It's quiet. My head made the noise.
My dear sir, if there were a bear in this area, do you think we'd be having a party?
Listen, they could slip into camp without you noticing them. Those bears are sly critters. You'd be in that wagon right now.
Mr. Blake, I mean, let's not think about bears. We're having a party over there. Let's dance.
Ma'am, please. I don't know how to dance.
What do you mean? You're a regular twinkle toe.
Wait a minute. Those look like bear tracks. They are bear tracks.
Now, what would a bear be doing in there?
Don't you know how to knock?
You men really shouldn't disturb Grandma Tilly. She's got a bad case of the punies.
She also has a bad cough.
Sorry we disturbed the old lady.
Yeah, I hope she gets over the punies.
I'd like to apologize for interrupting your party. Have a nice trip.
Dusty, stop worrying and sit down.
Yes, still, you're wearing a hole in the ground.
Wait till Mr. Callahan finds out I brought a bear back to camp. He's never going to trust me again.
Nonsense, Dusty. All's well that ends well.
Besides, Mr. Callahan doesn't even have to know.
Why tell him at all? None of us have to say anything about a bear.
Agreed, our lips will be sealed.
Oh, you keep a secret like that from me? Oh, well, you really are good friends. Oh. Now remember, everybody, not a word about the
Well, folks, I found a way for us to get through Washoe Pass.
Oh.
Anything happen while I was gone?
Oh, no, Cal. Everything's just fine.
Everything's very quiet.
It was very peaceful.
And very calm. And very lovely.
Certainly glad to hear that.
Except for the bear. He had a thorn in his paw, and I had to pull it out, and he followed me back to camp. And then all of a sudden, another bear came in, and the ranchers came like that, and they were going to shoot him, and the bear's got to get it on his arm.
A bear?
Let's follow the path of Dusty's trail, oh, Dusty's trail, Dusty's trail. A stage and a wagon a-heading west, part of a wagon train lost from the rest. Dusty's the reason for their plight. Thanks to Dusty, nothing's right. Only the wagon master's hand keeps them a-rolling to the promised land. Oh, the going gets mighty rough, but they don't seem to mind. It's California, that's the place they must find. Deserts and rocks are in their way, but they won't stop, come what may. Mountains and hills that they must scale, but they know they'll make it 'cause they just can't fail on Dusty's trail.
Sure is a peaceful-looking town, huh?
Yeah, I wonder why there's nobody here.
I wonder why the people left.
Well, I'm sure they had a good reason.
Yeah, even if it was a bad reason, that'd be a good reason, because any reason for leaving is a good reason, not if it's a bad reason.
That's good thinking.
Hey, maybe the saloon will tell us something. Come on, Betsy.
Shall we examine the bank, my dear?
Oh, my, yes. That's always such great fun.
Nobody's been wetting their whistle in here for quite a while.
Carter, look! Carter, look there through the dust.
What do you see, my dear?
More dust. Oh.
Well, I guess we might as well lay over here for a while. Leave it on the trail quite a spell.
Yeah, or even 2 or 3 spells. I wonder what the name of this town is.
Must be on the bank, wouldn't it? Let's go have a look. Puddle Flats.
Puddle Flats? What a peculiar name.
Sir, Army Ordnance reports that everything is ready.
Excellent, Sergeant, excellent. At this time tomorrow, barring any complications, the town of Puddle Flats will be blown off the face of the earth. Sergeant, the Army is depending heavily on the results of the test of this new explosive. Ordnance feels it is the most destructive gunpowder they've ever developed.
We'll know by tomorrow night, sir. A squad of men will ride into Puddle Flats immediately after it's been demolished and report back at once.
Good. It's too bad about that town, Sergeant.
Puddle Flats didn't figure to survive without water anyway, sir.
What's the verdict, Andy? Our water barrels are getting pretty low.
I'm sorry, Mr. Callahan. This well's as dry as a bone.
No wonder everybody left this town.
Yeah, everybody knows you can't get water from a bone.
Captain Daphne will be devastated. We haven't had fresh water for tea in days.
Hey, now, wait a minute, everybody. You know, if I'm not mistaken about these fragments, there is water down there.
Well, what are you talking about?
This is rock shale, Mr. Callahan. Now, the bottom of the well is merely a shallow substrata formation, easily penetrated, and in all likelihood is serving as a temporary shelf above a natural spring.
Wait a minute, Andy. Now, would you start again and give it to us in English?
There's water down there.
Now, if the people lived in this town had known that. Oh, they'd have never left. Water is like gold in these parts.
Like gold?
More valuable than gold, Mr. Brookhaven. If that is really a deep spring, why, this little town could become the most important crossroads for every wagon train heading west. Tell me something. How are we going to get the water out from under that fancy rock you got there?
If we could shatter the outer shell of cohesive rock, we could...
Don't start with that again.
Blow it up.
We'll get a keg of gunpowder off the wagon, all right? Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Callahan, I got it.
Hey, Dusty, look behind you, quick!
Dusty, get rid of the gunpowder.
Get rid of it, Mr. Brookhaven!
Oh, Mr. Callahan.
Andy, hip, hip! All right, hip the current, everybody! Hey, look at that, water!
Profitable water, my dear, and golden water. Mr. Callahan, I want to call an immediate meeting of all people concerned.
Yes, sir, Mr. Brookhaven. Look at that water come out of there. Oh, you did it again, Andy, boy.
So, thanks to Andy's engineering experience, we have unearthed here an unending supply of water which will rejuvenate this dry, deserted little town into a budding metropolis. Now then, water will bring people. People will bring a railroad, and a railroad will bring enormous prosperity.
Hear, hear, Carter. That man should run for public office.
Miss Brookhaven, weren't we supposed to be going to California?
And so we shall, Mr. Callahan. So we shall, once we have all profited in this little liquid bonanza.
A liquid banana? Bonanza. Means like a gold mine.
Now then, it's really a very short-term investment with nothing to lose and everything to gain financially. Who's with me?
I am, Carter.
Oh, I knew I could count on you, my little darling.
What do you think, Cal?
Well, I'm not against making a good investment. I mean, you know, just like everybody else.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Callahan. And once people hear about all this water, they'll flock here in hordes.
How many people in a horde?
A gaggle.
Oh, a gaggle. You know, Mr. Brookhaven's right about that. Puddle Flats could become a big city.
Not Puddle Flats, please. I have thought of a much better name. Brookhaven, U.S.A.
Brookhaven? U.S.A.?
Oh, marvelous. Brookhaven, USA sounds so patriotic.
It sure beats the heck out of Brookhaven, Italy.
Well, I think it's exciting. Well, we'll all be in business together.
And we shall all share in the profits.
Equally?
Proportionately. I shall require a small additional fee for management.
Yeah, well, of course, we all understand that.
Well, I think Mr. Brookhaven deserves it. I mean, it was his idea.
Well, fair enough. You can count on little Lulu. I'll fix up the saloon.
Yeah, I'll start collecting the well water.
I'll look at the schoolhouse.
I'll go tell Freckles.
Wait a minute. Well, Mr. Brookhaven, it looks like everybody's got their mind made up, so I guess you can count on Dusty and me, too.
Thank you, Mr. Callahan. And as my first official act, I appoint you Sheriff of Brookhaven, USA, and Dusty is your deputy.
Oh, I don't want to be no sheriff.
Oh, well, that makes me sheriff.
I'll be sheriff.
Dear, I feel ever so much safer.
Oh, Miss Brookhaven, we don't really need a sheriff here. Nobody here but just us, remember?
Well, my dear, it isn't exactly the Bank of Boston, but it's ours. All ours.
Sheer ecstasy. And when Brookhaven, USA fulfills its promise, there will be hundreds and hundreds of people clamoring to deposit and withdraw their money.
Tut, 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 my dear. Never think withdrawal. Always think deposit. Never mind, my dear Daphne. It was only a loose brick. Only a loose brick.
about a drink, Betsy?
Oh, well, Lulu, you know I don't drink hard liquor.
I know. I was just practicing. Hey, why don't you come in the saloon business with me?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm going to start a school.
I'll tell you what. You come in with me, and I'll go in with you.
What could you possibly teach in school?
Well, how to run a saloon.
Not even a key to the cell in here.
Mr. Callahan, look what I found. The sheriff and his deputy's bed. You look just like a prisoner.
Oh, yeah? You locked me in, little pal. Now get the keys and get me out of here.
Oh, okay. Here they are. It's right under my nose the whole time.
You're lucky my fist isn't right under your nose the whole time.
What's that? It sounded like a gunshot.
Lulu's Derringer.
Peter, you waiting here. You were standing there, right? Came right.
All right. What's all the excitement about? What's going on here?
I didn't know where you were, so I figured you'd come and run in a gunshot. There's some very strange things going on in this town.
Like what?
Somebody threw a large rock at Carter and me in front of the bank. And that picture over there fell and almost killed Lulu and me. Maybe it was the same one who unplugged the keg of gunpowder.
Sheriff Callahan, we demand your protection.
Oh, now, wait a minute, everybody. Don't get excited. Let's don't let our imaginations get the best of us. Just because this is a deserted town does not mean it's a ghost town.
Well, it ain't exactly little New York.
Everybody get your hands up. I'm sorry, folks. Nobody leaves Puddle Flats alive.
Latest communique, Sergeant. We blow up Puddle Flats at noon tomorrow.
Hey, come on now, old man. Why don't you put that gun down? Nobody here gonna hurt you.
You're nothing but a lot of sidewinding claim jumpers.
What have I told you? We're just leaving.
Call you a liar and shoot you right between the eyes.
I better think of something else.
I tried to get all of you to leave, but you wouldn't. Then you're the man who narrowly missed our heads with that rock.
Shame on you.
You could have killed us by setting fire to that keg of gunpowder.
Sorry about that. Kind of scared me, too. But I'm glad you threw it in the well.
Hey, look out!
Mr. Callahan.
Bravo, Mr. Callahan. You've captured the villain.
Mrs. Brookhaven, this is not a villain. This is just an old man with some wrong ideas. All right, now, you ladies, take a walk. We can handle this from here.
Oh, Carter, you're one of the men, too?
Oh, yes, so I am.
Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant, you drew up the plans on Puddle Flats. Exactly where is the gunpowder placed?
To destroy Puddle Flats completely, sir, the gunpowder has been spread underneath the saloon, the school, and under that building.
What building is that?
The bank.
I wasn't trying to kill anybody. Just scare you off my land. I staked a claim for it, fair and square. A claim? You mean to tell me that Brookhaven U.S.A, Puddle Flats is really yours?
You got a paper that says that?
Right here.
Well, it looks to me like he owns Puddle Flat, all right.
Well, how do you do, Mr. Flat? Or should I say, Puddle?
Oh, what a shame. And I had such get-rich-quick plans for everyone.
This claim hasn't been registered. It doesn't have the notary seal of the county seat to make it valid.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, old chap. I'm really awfully sorry.
Hey, now, wait a minute, Miss Brookhaven. This old man found this town, and registration or no registration, I mean, what's fair is fair.
Very well, I shall be fair. Then the town's mine. I didn't say that. How much do you want for the nebulous claim that you have to this little town? Well, let's see. Shall we take a little stroll outside and discuss the matter?
If I know Mr. Brookhaven, he will have that claim before you can count to 10.
Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's our claim, Mr. Callahan.
Oh, I didn't even get to 10.
It's his claim, all right.
I have an official errand for you, Sheriff To avoid a future complication, I want you to ride forthwith and post haste to the nearest town and register this claim properly in the name of Brookhaven U.S.A. And now, Andy, let us go outside and discuss this bottling plant for all this water.
Well, looks like while I'm gone, you're going to be acting sheriff.
Me? A real sheriff?
Yeah, keep your eyes open.
I sure will. I'll keep one eye on the town and one eye on the people.
Better keep one eye on yourself.
I can't do that. Only got 2 eyes.
I'll see you when I get back. Sheriff.
Me? A sheriff. A real sheriff.
Sergeant? Are the other cannons in position to fire?
Yes, sir. We're zeroed in on the explosive underneath the bank, the school, and the saloon.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Betsy.
Good morning, Deputy. Did you sleep well?
It's sheriff, not deputy, and I slept well. You better stop what you're doing. You're breaking the law.
Oh, Dusty.
Sheriff,
All I'm doing is filling a flower pot with dirt. What's wrong with that?
it's stealing. All that dirt under the saloon belongs to Lulu.
Stealing? Dusty, don't be ridiculous. What's wrong with taking a few handfuls of dirt?
Because one handful leads to another handful, lots of handfuls and lots of bucketsfuls. We got a big hole and the saloon falls into it. Now, you better put it all back or I'm going to have to arrest you like it says here in the book.
Dusty, don't be silly. You wouldn't arrest me. It was only dirt.
According to the law, you're a land grabber.
Well, good morning.
Morning.
I didn't expect to see the Army way out here.
Well, we're on a special military operation, Mr.
Callahan. Yeah, I'm a wagon master. Just on my way over here to file a claim on a little piece of land back there called Puddle Flats.
Oh, I think I can save you a trip, Mr. Callahan. Puddle Flats is a deserted town that Army Ordnance is using to test a new gunpowder. As a matter of fact, in about a half hour, our cannons will open fire.
We examined that area yesterday to make certain it was completely uninhabited.
Well, it's habited now. You better turn those cannons of yours off. I got my wagon folks back there in Puddle Flats.
Mr. Callahan, we couldn't possibly get there in time. Our cannon are over 10 miles from here.
Hey, let's go, Blarney boy.
Where you going?
I'm gonna get my people out of Puddle Flats. Hey, yeah, yeah!
I don't know if we can make it, but we gotta call off those tests.
Hiya, Sheriff. How about a drink?
No, thanks.
It's on the house.
I don't care where it is. I'm on duty.
Well, then belly up to the bar and tell me what I can do for you.
I just came to tell you I had luck with Betsy for stealing.
Betsy stealing? Dusty, have you gone loco?
She was taking handfuls of dirt right from underneath you. I mean, I caught her red-handed with the black dirt.
You arrested Betsy for stealing dirt?
Yeah. Same kind as in the pot there.
Dusty, you let Betsy out of jail or I'm gonna throw this at you. You hear me?
Sorry, ladies, but someday you'll thank me for making honest women of you.
Hey, everybody, boy! Hey, boy!
Oh, Castle, another Brookhaven bank in our collection. Oh, it always gives me a tingle, doesn't it, you?
Not yet, my dear. I never get the tingle until I hear that jingle.
Well, Mr. Brookhaven, how do you like it? Did I make your name big enough this time?
Oh, the name Brookhaven is never big enough, my boy. But it will do, Andy. Well, my dear, shall we enter bank number 36?
Hold it, Mr. and Mrs. Brookhaven. Where do you think you're going?
Why, into our bank, of course.
Sorry, you can't do that.
And why, pray tell, may we not?
Because, pray tell, it's not your bank yet. Not until Mr. Callahan comes back with a registered claim, pray tell. Hold it. That's called trespassing. You're under arrest.
Under arrest?
Both of you, for passing tresses.
Now, wait a minute, Dusty. You can't arrest them.
Of course I can. It says so right here. Right next to where it says I can arrest you for obstructing justice.
I don't believe it.
it, boy. Hey, Dusty.
Hi, Mr. Callahan. Guess what?
Ned, we got no time for guessing games. We got to round everybody up and get out of here.
We're right here. Let us out.
Jehoshaphat, what's going on here? Dusty, come on, open up this cell. That's an order. Yeah. Right. All right, now listen, everybody. We have got to get out of here. Puddle Flats is an Army testing ground, and if we're not out of here in about 2 minutes, this place is going to blow to smithereens. All right, Dusty, come on, unlock this thing. Where's Dusty? Where?
Right behind you.
What? Oh, all right. Let's get the keys unlocked.
They're over there.
Over. Here, we got to try to save the women. Get her into the bunks. Maybe a few of us will get out of this alive.
We could have been in the bank.
I could have been in the schoolhouse.
The whole town is gone. Everything except this jail.
Hey, Dusty little pal. I tell you, you saved us, boy. You saved us.
Thank you, dear Dusty, for arresting us.
Well, 1 out of 3 is not bad. 2 out of 3 is not bad. 3 out of 3 is pretty good.
Get it all tied down, folks. We'll be rolling as soon as I get the horses. Anybody seen Dusty?
No. Oh, sorry, Mr. Callahan. I just went back to Puddle Flats. It's just like a flat puddle now.
What'd you go back there for?
Souvenir.
A what? Well, you can't wear that now. You're not a lawman anymore, Dusty.
Oh, please, just for a little while.
All right. Just for a little while.
Mr. Callahan, you're under arrest.
What for?
Nothing. I just haven't said you're under arrest for so long, I kind of missed it.
Very high sulfur content. Earth fissure, pressure forcing water to the surface, and now sulfur. It's definitely volcanic. But we're missing one important factor. Underground earth movement. Satisfied? We better get out of here. This could erupt at any minute. We can camp safely west of here.
Water sure smells funny.
Yeah, it smells like rotten eggs.
I wouldn't drink any of it. If I'm correct, it's got a high sulfur content.
Did I hear the word sulfur?
You certainly did. What's sulfur?
Sulfur's a mineral, Dusty.
Not just any mineral, Andrew.
So true. Oh, how well I remember those delectable sulfur baths we took back in civilization. Might we stay here, Mr. Callahan, to revitalize ourselves? Good heavens, what was that noise?
Thunder.
There's not a cloud in sight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if we are going to stay here, let's unpack the wagons. Here. doing, Dusty?
Staking a claim.
Claim to what?
We're staking a claim to the land of milk and honey and money.
Sounds like you just found a herd of cows, a swarm of bees, and a gold mine.
You, sir, are standing on the future site of Brookhaven's magic mineral baths.
Magic mineral baths?
Certainly. People will flock from hundreds of miles around just to partake of the waters and the mud packs.
If Mr. Brookhaven says, you and I can be monsieurs, you know?
But mud... Hey, will you stop that? Cut it out! What? Dusty?
Feel better?
As soon as you quit, yeah, I feel a lot better. Hey, well, go ahead and stake your claim if you think it'll do any good. Personally, I think you're wasting your time.
Oh, Dusty, evidently Mr. Callahan has lack of vision. Now, you and I must take a claim to every magic fountain in this area. And you, my boy, must find them. Now drop everything and go immediately.
Virgil, stranger's coming.
Howdy. Howdy.
I'm Virgil Winters. This is my partner, Ned Hadley.
I'm Dusty. This is my horse, Freckles. I'm a scout for a wagon train.
We're geologists.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were men of the cloth.
No, geologists are scientists who study the Earth.
Well, you're a city Earth where we're camped. This spring goes bloop, 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 and all the time it smells.
Look, son, that's not a spring. You see, your wagon train is sitting right on top of a volcano.
Volcano?
And there's no telling when it's liable to erupt.
Oh, I better get back there and tell the rest of the people. It's kind of funny to mount. See? No. You want to go that way?
Step right up, ladies. A few minutes' worth of Brookhaven's enchanting elixir will cure whatever ails you. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels like warm beer. More like warm milk. Well, you put your toe on what you like, and I'll put my toe on what I like.
Members of our wagon train are entitled to one free treat from these.
It's not only warm, it tingles.
The mud packs I shall personally apply will tingle a great deal more, I assure you. Oh, Daphne, dear, I was just drumming up a little business.
I know. I heard you tingling.
Hey, Dusty must be in some kind of trouble. Must be unconscious.
What makes you think he's unconscious?
Well, he falls off of Freckles a lot. But as long as he's conscious, he keeps getting back on. Come on. We'll find him. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey!
Where am I? Who am I? Something. I'm George Washington. Who am I? And where am I? And who are they?
Hey, Dusty! Dusty!
I only got one Sheriff. I'm innocent. 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 Who am I? Who am I? Who am I?
Hey, now look, little pal. You don't remember who you are because you just got hit on the head.
I just remembered something.
What?
It has something to do with a message. An important message and two strange men.
Eh?
Or was it a strange message with two important men?
What message? What men?
I don't know. It has something to do with something about something, and I don't know who or what.
Yeah, well, once you know who you are, you see, you know what it was. Now, say this after me. Dusty, your name is Dusty.
Dusty, your name is Dusty.
No, wait. Callahan, Dusty.
Callahan, Dusty.
Let's get back to camp.
I'm afraid Dusty's suffering from a very severe case of amnesia.
There must be something we can do.
Well, I'm more interested in finding out about that important message he keeps mumbling about.
The poor lad must have received a severe jolt when he fell from that horse.
I remember reading somewhere where a second bump on the head restored someone's memory.
Second bump. How about that, Andy?
Well, a second blow has been known to work.
Second blow. How interesting.
Yes. Very interesting. Sure is.
Yeah. Well, listen, let's all get a good night's sleep, and I'll go tuck Dusty in, huh?
Hi. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night.
Good night, Lulu.
Good night, Andy.
Are you tired, little pal?
Sure am, Dusty.
I'm telling you, I'm not Dusty.
Well, anything you say, Dusty. Oh, am I tired?
Yeah. You wake up tomorrow morning, you're going to be my little sidekick again.
In the morning, you'll feel like your old self.
Dusty, this isn't very scientific, but here's hoping it works.
There's a skillet. Why don't you use it?
Me? I've never hit anyone. I thought...
Me? But Carter, I'm a woman.
Oh, I have an idea. Together.
Together.
You want me to wake you, Mr. Callahan?
No. As soon as he wakes up, he's going to be my little pal again.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, little pal. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Except for this headache. Boy, and these lumps. Where did I get these lumps, Dusty?
You still got it.
I've got an idea. I'm going to try to hypnotize him.
Hypnotize?
Put him in a trance so I can regress him.
What's regress?
Well, it means to transport his mind back to yesterday, just when he got hit on his head. It could help refresh his memory.
Yeah, well, just be sure you get that important message he's been carrying around with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Howdy.
You will concentrate on this object. Let your mind go blank. Your eyelids are getting heavier and heavier. Relax. Let your eyes close completely and listen to the sound of my voice. Your name is Dusty. You're a scout for this wagon train. You're carrying a message of vital importance. Think back to yesterday. You must find Mr. Callahan and deliver that message. Do you understand?
Nope, but my headache's gone.
My name is Dusty. I'm a scout for this wagon train. I gotta find Mr. Callahan.
Well, some people are more difficult to hypnotize than others.
My name is Dusty. I gotta find Mr. Callahan. Hey.
Callahan to go away without telling us where he's going.
Don't worry about Cal. He'll be back.
I can't understand why Callahan took Dusty's horse instead of his own.
Dear, a missing wagon master and a scout who can't remember anything.
I wish we knew what message Dusty was carrying inside of his head.
He was trying to warn us about something.
But what?
Only Dusty knows.
Dusty doesn't even know he's Dusty.
Andy, maybe if you try and hypnotize him again.
No. But I've got an idea. Are you sure that they'll get my memory back? Well, there's a chance. You see, the mud has a chemical compound, has certain curative and therapeutic properties. It might help you, so why don't you lay down? We'll get started.
This being an emergency, I shall waive the usual admission charge. So, assume the prone position, young man. Now, doctor, you may apply the medicine.
No, I know you're thirsty, Freckles, but you got to find Mr. Callahan. Hey, maybe we done found Mr. Callahan. Come on, boy. Hey.
How do you feel, Dusty? Why do you keep calling me Dusty?
Whoever you are, how do you feel?
I feel mushy.
Hi, Cuz. Have you seen a Mr. Callahan?
No, we haven't seen him. What's your name, friend?
Dusty.
Small world. We met another man with the same name yesterday.
Well, I certainly know what my name is. My name is Dusty. Listen, if you see Mr. Callahan, you tell him Dusty's got a very important message for him, and I'm camped about 3 miles back there east.
Near a natural spring?
Yeah. How'd you know that?
The other Dusty told us.
Look, whoever you are, you better get your wagon train out of there immediately. It's a potential volcano.
Volcano?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on, Freckles. Mr. Callahan could be in trouble.
That must be some wagon train.
Are you feeling, Dusty, any better? Oh. This mud's hardened. I'm gonna try to stand you up. All right, Dusty. Now look, you just stand right there. I'm gonna try to get some, chip it off of you. All right? Okay?
Did you hear that?
No? What'd it sound like?
I know, but there it is again. Sounds like it's coming from over there. Scream! I can't scream either. I can't run. I can walk. What am I gonna do? I can faint. So can I.
Come up, my dear. Sit down. Something I want to show you.
Oh, good.
Here is a complete price list of all the services at Brookhaven's magic mineral baths.
$50 for a mud pack? $60? Look!
It's attacking the Brookhavens.
Oh, run, Mr. and Miss Brookhaven, run!
Run? Brookhaven never runs.
But look!
Everybody run!
I don't know. Callahan's not here. What are we going to do?
I don't want to touch that.
Well, maybe if I made friends with it.
Andy, watch out!
Don't worry. It's only Dusty.
Dusty? Dusty?
You see, the sun baked the mud.
He looks like a big, giant cookie.
Don't worry, Dusty. We'll get you out of this stuff. I'm going to back you over here against the wheel. Easy. Back up. Easy. All right. Stay there. Mr. Brookhaven, would you go to the back of the wagon and get the large hammer that's there? Mrs. Brookhaven. He fell.
Are you all right?
Yeah, sure, Betsy. Where's Mr. Callahan?
Dusty, you call me Betsy.
Yeah, why not? What'd you do, change your name?
Well, you had amnesia. You didn't know who I was. You didn't know who you were.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is we got to get out of here, fast.
Abandon Brookhaven's magic mineral baths? Never.
Yeah, we got to. That spring, what you think is a spring, is not a spring. It's going to go...
What do you mean the spring isn't a spring?
I met 2 men, and they were sitting right on top of a volcano. It's going to go...
We better get out of here.
Yeah, where's Mr. Callahan?
He isn't here. Well, he was here 1 minute, and then he was gone the next.
What do you mean he was here 1 minute ago and then he was gone? How could he be one here minute and then gone over the minute? Oh, you mean he was here and then was over there in the next minute? Well, maybe he fell in the volcano. Don't you worry, Mr. Callahan. I'll save you!
Dusty, come back! Dusty, he's not there!
Mr. Callahan! Mr. Callahan! Don't you worry! I'll get you out!
Good heavens, you don't suppose Mr. Callahan is really in there, do you? He isn't, look.
Mr. Callahan, you're back.
Callahan? Well, what's the matter with you, Andy? I'm Dusty. I gotta find Mr. Callahan.
Good heavens, he's acting just as peculiar as Dusty.
Mr. Brookhaven, I am Dusty.
Of course, he's hypnotized.
Huh? What?
Never mind, Dusty. Now, I'm going to count to 3 and you'll be all right.
We don't
1,
have
2,
time
3.
for that. Hey, what's the matter here, Andy? What's going on?
Well, I'll try to explain. Number 1, we're camped on top of a volcano. Number 2, Dusty is looking for you in that crater. And number 3, we gotta get these
We
wagons...
got no time for number 3. 1 and 2 is enough.
Mr. Callahan! Mr. Callahan! Mr. Callahan!
Hey!
Mr. Callahan!
Give me your hand! Give me your hand!
Get out of there!
Never mind, just give me your... Wait! Yes! Stop! No! Yeah! Hey! We gotta get out of here before this thing explodes! Andy! Give us a hand!
Hold on!
Hang on, Dusty, baby! Hang on, little pal! Come on! Hold on! Everybody take cover!
Good heavens, they've all been sucked up. Mr. Callahan! Dusty! Andy, don't worry. I'll get you out. Here, grab my hand. I'll get you out there. I'll get you out. Don't worry now. Don't worry. Do you hear me? I'll get you out. Callahan, grab me by the hand. Take my hand. Come on, take my hand.
You lose something?
Yeah, Mr. Callahan and Andy and Dusty are down there. Andy, take me by the... can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Me too. Yeah, we can all hear you.
Really, Daphne, how could you possibly expect the mud to enhance your lovely beauty?
I think you can take the mud off now, Betsy.
Oh, no. No. The mud has made her look like Dusty. Oh, my poor Daphne.
Did you call me, Carter?